Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a Bitcoin update. Bitcoin broke downwards from an ascending wedge formation, as you can see in yellow on the screen here, 3 days ago. And ever since then, that breakdown occurred at 66,000. We have been plummeting to the downside. We reached around 62,000, which was as expected. That price region between 62 and 63K was our expected price region for the breakdown. And now, quite frankly, we need to be seeing the bottom in this price region. Very important distinction to make. We don't need to be seeing the bottom because the bull market will be over if we don't see it. That's not the case. The bull market is on until, in my opinion, this is my opinion, the bull market is on until Bitcoin breaks below this level at 61K on the monthly chart, which stems back from the 2021 bull market, or we break below this level right here, this 6-year-long support line on Bitcoin, stemming backwards, in fact, 7 years long, stemming backwards from 2018, which has actually divided the bear market and bull market levels over the last few cycles, the last 2 cycles, I should say, but the last 4 different macro environments, which is 2 bull markets and 2 bear markets, right? We can see that's very clearly the line in the sand. It's a level it held for resistance here, support, resistance, support, so pretty much a very, very, very important line in the sand, as I just said. And that is, again, an invalidation level for the bull market, the macro invalidation level. So just going back to what I said before, the reason why Bitcoin needs to be bottoming out at 62 to 63K is not because of its macro health, but because of something I can't even call it medium-term health. It's actually, it's more like the health of the indicators that have historically provided us a lot of context and a lot of predictive capabilities on Bitcoin. So we're talking about bull market support band. We're talking about the pi cycle center lines. These lines have gone back for, about a decade of Bitcoin's price action, and they've always acted very, very well. The price action has always been very, very coherent in regards to these indicators, right? Every single retest is a support, is a resistance, a clear hold, a clear break. There's no jumping around, there's no fake outs, and that's the problem with what we're seeing right now. We're seeing fake outs, and with every fake out we see in a short period of time, these predictive methods through these indicators become less and less viable, and it just damages our structures in the future. It damages our predictability about what Bitcoin's going to do in the future. That's why we need to be seeing a bottom here. And also because it's just a major medium-term support zone, and if we go lower, we're just in a bit of a dangerous situation. So we're going to dive into this question a bit further. We're going to dive into what I was talking about there a bit further as well, and we're going to come to a conclusion about the Bitcoin price action. But before we do any of that, let's check out a couple of things. Let me ask you this. Do you want $5,500 in bonus rewards for signing up to an exchange? Do you want a 15% trading fee discount that lasts your lifetime on that exchange? So every single buy and every single sell you make on that exchange, do you want 15% off? Well, you can get that with my referral links down below for the BingX and Bitunix exchanges, guys. These are non-KYC exchanges. These are exchanges that have never been hacked before. These are exchanges that are very low in trading fees to begin with, and they are yours for the taking with my link down below. Just sign up with that link, get those bonuses, get those discounts, and get on a good exchange. Help out the channel, help out yourself. Right, let's get into the content. Let's chuck this jacket on properly here and dive right into the video. Right, we've kind of explained the crux of this video in the introduction already. We've got our bear market validation levels, so therefore our bull market support levels on a macro scale at 61K on the monthly chart, and this level right here, this 7-year ascending support line, which is currently sitting around 54K. So we've got a lot of room to, we've got some safety room here. We don't have to bottom out here for a macro, safety. We do, however, need to bottom out here for the safety of our indicators, which have been very, very important in the past, right? If we go back on the Bitcoin charts, we've got the pi cycle indicators and the bull market support band indicators on the screen right now. We go back in Bitcoin's price history. Everyone knows this by now, right? I've talked about it so much. Everyone has as well. These indicators are just... Look, I can't even tell you, they're almost like God-sent indicators, right? Especially in this bull market right here in 2017, 2018. They held the entire way up. The entire way down they were rejected from. The entire way back up again before the 2019 top they held. The entire way up in 2021 from 2020 they held, right? When we dropped below them briefly, it led to a very bearish period. When we got back above them, we flipped them for support and then went upwards again. Rejected from them, entered a bear market. These levels... are not perfect. Sometimes we see fake outs. For example, right here, we saw a fake out. It happens, but it happens like once a year, right? Now, or like maybe twice a year. The point is right now, the problem with Bitcoin right now is that we have these levels. They are sitting at 62 to 63K. 62 to 63K is an established medium-term level. If we look at the volume profile, we can see the volume profile spikes in that price region. If we zoom into the short-term charts, and we'll do it right now actually, we'll go to the 4-hourly chart and we'll just show you quickly here. These two horizontal green lines, are very clearly short-term and medium-term levels. We could zoom back and show you that even further here. Let's just do it. Medium-term level, bang, bang, bang. Just go back further and you can see it every single time we interact with it. They are important levels, especially in the last couple of months, right? So we know for a fact that the 62 to 63K region is a important region based on just purely, not superficial, but, lower status horizontal support zones, medium-term, short-term support zones. It's also an important level because a lot of buying has taken place there in this region. It's a very structured level in the volume profile. Buyers are very familiar with that level. They're very familiar with how the prices moves in that level. Therefore, you don't really see spikes in this level. You see rounding outs and topping outs, and therefore the fact that we're going down into it is a good sign. But it's in my opinion, that's not even why it's a major level. It's a major level because, again, these indicators, these historically accurate indicators, these historically reliable indicators, these indicators that have been, again, God sent for us as analysts, are in this price region. And look, we've already seen a fake out below those levels. We saw that less than a month ago, right? And if we go down below them again, what does that mean? It means we've seen not only a fake out here, but a fake out here as well. Two separate fake outs, two separate moves over the course of a month, blatantly disrespecting, right, the validity of those important macro indicators in a very short period of time, right? What does that mean for the future? For the future, it means those levels are no longer very relevant. And for the short term, it means that we've broken below very important levels, right? So you can see how going below 62K would be damaging here. Not only would it be breaking very important levels, it would be making the important levels unimportant for us in the future. Our predictability on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency would be significantly hindered in future, and all further retests of these levels, we can almost throw them in the bin, right? Not really, but we can get to that point where they're just another piece of supporting evidence rather than major parts of our analysis, which is what they are right now. So we really want to be holding on to these levels, not only for the safety of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency on a medium-term scale, for our our selfish profitability perspectives, but also just for the long-term predictability of Bitcoin. We don't want to be jumping up and down above important levels. These levels are important for a reason. They're important because they work. And right now, they're not really working too well. And if we don't bottom on them right now, again, they're not going to be working too well. So that's why this price region is important. And you might ask me the question, what do I think? Do I think we'll bottom on them? Well, I think it's a hard question, to be honest. I would say I'm probably leaning towards yes. Like, I'm 65% sure we will, but I'm not confident. I'm really not confident in anything right now. I don't see any particular short-term structures forming. Nothing on the short term's shouting out to me right now. That's why I'm not doing short-term analysis. It's like, yeah, okay, the total cryptocurrency market cap is forming bullish RSI structures, bullish price structures. But then we have the S&P 500, on the other hand, breaking below a 10-month-long support line on both the RSI and on the price chart. So it's like, where do you go with that? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here in the short term. Just quite frankly, I don't know. I'm not really, I'm not going to sit here and just make blind predictions for no reason. I need to wait for more data on short term. What I can tell you is that these levels are important. That's what I can tell you. And what I can tell you is that I did predict this was going to happen. I predicted in this wedge, very clear signs of exhaustion. An ascending wedge, right? Bearish divergence in the RSI, descending volume, all the typical signs of the top happen within that wedge. And I said, we're going to go down to 62K and 63K. We're going to retest that level. And I said, I probably won't know what's going to happen when we get there. It's very hard to know what's going to happen when the very important macro indicators are sitting in this price region. But we faked out below them before. Can we do it again? I don't know. That's why it's hard. We need to regain trust in these indicators by bottoming here. So although going below these levels won't be the end of the bull market, it will be just really damaging. And this is why, guys, I'm you might hear in my voice, I'm a little bit concerned. I am concerned. And this is why I've been saying to people, don't rush into the market here. I've been saying it specifically on altcoins, right? On altcoins, why are people rushing into altcoins? I don't understand. We have not entered the parabolic phase of the cycle. The altcoin season has not begun, plain and simple. Bitcoin dominance is actively rising. It is not, the altcoin season hasn't begun. I've always said, before, I've said it hundreds of times in the past couple of months. I'll say it again. The altcoin season, if we're going to see it, it will begin when the total 3 breaches all-time highs and when Bitcoin breaches all-time highs. That is when we will see the altcoin season. We are still not in that scenario. We are still in the same macro range. We're still in the same support levels. Nothing has changed for altcoins. We are still in a Bitcoin-dominated market. In my opinion, you shouldn't even bloody be in altcoins right now. Or if you are, you should be minorly in altcoins. Like myself, I'm minorly in altcoins right now. The vast majority of my portfolio, vast majority might be an overstatement, but certainly the majority of my portfolio is in Bitcoin, and I've got a lot of money in stablecoins as well. I'm not sitting in altcoins, especially after what happened the other month, right? We had this cataclysmic drop below all the critical support levels in the altcoin market. That was just a warning sign of how bad it can get for altcoins. You know, you might think, oh, well, we didn't go down too much. Well, yeah, actually we did. We went downwards 35%. And on most conventional altcoins in the top 100, our average return was like negative 50%. Right, so altcoin market got decimated. That should have been a warning sign. You shouldn't be really heavily in altcoins unless it's an altcoin season. I've been saying it over and over again, and you know, if you listened, congratulations, because you'd be in a much more calm state of mind right now. Bitcoin, on a generalized scale, right now is outperforming altcoins, and that's what it is. So, you know, I've always said that, you know, this is still a high risk environment until we break these all-time highs on Bitcoin. On altcoins, just break the whole market-wide all-time highs. The parabolic phase, the euphoric phase, the everything everyone thinks about when they say the word bull market has not begun. Technically speaking, by that logic, we haven't even seen a bull market yet. So do I think we'll see it? Yes, I do, right? I'm still macro bullish. As I said, I'm macro bullish until these levels break, right? Unless these levels break, macro bullish. But I mean, it's pretty calming and you know, helps a lot to be in to actually trust the macro trends and trust the macro data. You know, if we're not in an altcoin season, why are you in altcoins? It's as simple as that. You know, you're betting against the market. I'm not sitting here saying you should sell all your altcoins if you're in altcoins. I'm just saying there's a reason why I make the statements I do on this YouTube channel, and it's all based on macro data. I'm a macro analyst for that reason. So, guys, look. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. It's a dangerous position. It's a weird position. The price action over the last couple of months, I think everyone has recognized it. I don't even think you need to be an analyst to recognize it. Everyone recognizes the price action we've seen over the last few months has been strange. That's just a simple fact. And we need to definitively end the strangeness by bottoming out in this conventional region. Everything is here at 62 to 63K, and bottoming here would be excellent because it means that we're returning back to normalcy, and then we can see a leg to the upside. That is probably the likely scenario. I hope it happens, right? Because if it does, everything's all good, right? Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll end it there. No need to drag it out any more than that. But yeah, we've got the exchanges, BingX, BitGet. We've got our VIP group on Telegram. This is actually quite important, so pay attention here. I post altcoin trading signals 4 times a week with my recommended buy, my recommended stop loss, my recommended take profit, everything you need to trade a coin effectively. I post 4 times a week with a new altcoin. I've got my PDF of all of the historical trading results. I've been doing this for 2 years now. And we've got a 78.39% win rate. So every single trading result, win, loss, it's fully transparent. It's in that document. You can check it out. On top of getting access to trading plans, you're also getting access to a VIP group chat with 120 other VIP members. So you can post charts in there. You can discuss the market in real time with other members, and they'll give you insights. You'll throw some value back, and it's just a great place to exchange value and join a little exclusive community. So check it out. The link is down below. And then finally, just to end it off here, we've got our Become a Trader, that's the title, 10-unit course. A course teaching people how to trade. Right? Teaching people how to do TA, teaching people about the market itself, how does the market work, market psychology, what do patterns do, what are the indicators, what is everything you need to know, and literally, as I said, everything you need to know, or 95% of the things you need to know to become a professional trader is in this course. Very good value. It's 30 hours of content. It's not for the lighthearted, right? If you're scared of work, you're not going to like it. But if you want to do the work, put in the effort, you can actually learn how to trade. Here in this course, it's very good value. It's on sale right now. So for a limited time, you've got a price discount. Check it out, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you tomorrow. Cheers.